ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम् शरीरं मे विचर्षणम् जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवम् ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगाद्विश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुगमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदथे सुवीराः त्वया जुष्ट ऋषिर्भवति देवी त्वया ब्रह्मा गतः श्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वत्र विनो न मेधे मेधां महीन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा धत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवीं मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषत स्वाहा आमा मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगति जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा बिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्ताम् मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मय्यग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ओम श्री साई राम। Loving pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Lord, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba Varu. With the divine blessings of Bhagavan Baba, I once again invite you all to this divine satsang, which is being organized by Sri Sathya Sai Samyukta Shruti Shreni under Sri Sathya Sai Seva Organization, India, on the theme Vedas, the very foundation of Indian culture and spirituality. In this 39th episode of Gama Agama lecture series, we are indeed blessed to have with us Professor Dr. Sannidhanam Sudarsana Sarma to continue his lectures on Sri Rudrādhyāya. I humbly request and welcome Professor Dr. Sarma to take over. Jai Sai Ram.
श्रुतं मे गोपाय
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Namo Satya Saishwaraya. Welcome to all the Satya Sai devotees. Friends, in the last episode, we have completed the first Anuvāka of Rudrādhyāya. In this present episode, we will discuss about the second Anuvāka, which runs as follows. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Namo Hiranyabhave Sedanye Dishancha Pataye Namo Namo Vrukshebhyo Hrikeshebhyo Pashutam Pataye Namo Namo Saspinjaraya Dushimate Pathitam Pataye Namo Namo Bubhlishaya Vidyadhinenanam Pataye Namo Namo Hrikeshayo Pavitine Pushtanam Pataye Namo Namo Bhavasya Heche Jagatam Pataye Namo Namo Rudrādhyāya Tatavine Kshetranam Pataye Namo Namo Sutaya Hanjaya Vananam Pataye Namo Namo Rohitaya Sthapataye Vrukshadam Pataye Namo Namo Mantrine Vanijaya Kakshadam Pataye Namo Namo Bhuvantaye Varivaskrutaya Ushadhinam Pataye Namo Namo Ucche Ghoshaya Krandayate Pattinam Pataye Namo Namo Kritsnavitaya Dhavate Sattvanam Pataye Namaha Namah Sahamanaya. This is the second Anuvāka of Rudrādhyāya. The entire Anuvāka is a single mantra, and this mantra is very powerful. The Rishi of this mantra is Manduka. Sri Rudra is the Devata, Mahagayatri is the Chandas. The result of the utterance of chanting of this mantra is Shatrunasha, Vashikarana, Aishwarya Labha. Means Shatrunasha, devastating or eliminating the enemies. If there is anybody who envies you, he will become your admirer, so that there will not be any foe or enemy to you. That is number one. The second result is Vashikarana. Suppose a higher official is there, or you want some work to be done by somebody who is not listening to you, who is not favorable to you. You want to get favorable result from that person, then this mantra will be very much useful. If you go on chanting this mantra, by the grace of Rudra, that particular person will listen to you, he will get convinced, and he will discharge his duty as required by you. Vashikarana doesn't mean that you should entrance somebody and take control of somebody. Vashikarana in a dharmic way, permitted by dharma. And then Aishwarya. Aishwarya means not only the wealth, but the capacity to command anything is called Aishwarya. Ishwarasya bhavaha, Aishwarya. Who is Ishvara? One who can command anything and everything at any time is called Ishvara. You will get his qualities. You will become capable of commanding anything, commanding anybody. These are the results of the chanting of this mantra. While chanting this mantra, Rudra is to be meditated upon as described in the Dhyana Shloka. Muktalam krita sarvangam indu ganga dharam haram jhaye kalpa taror mule samasinam sahomaya. While meditating, you should think about the posture of Rudra. Muktalankrita sarvangam, various perils or the garlands of perils are decorating his body. He is decorated by the garlands of perils. Indu Gangadharam Haram. On his head there are two important things. One is the Ganga, the other is the moon. Indu Gangadharam Haram, on whose head the moon shines and the pious river Ganga flows. Jhaye Kalpataror Mule is sitting under the tree Kalpataru, the celestial tree Kalpataru, which is capable of giving anything and everything to any bhakta. Sahasinam Sahomaya, Samasinam Sahomaya, Umaya Saha Samasi. He is sitting under the tree and Goddess Parvati is sitting by his side. And this Rudra is to be meditated upon while chanting the mantra, the second Anuvāka of Rudrādhyāya. This mantra is a very big one, but it has got some specialities. It has got 13 units involved within the mantra. 13 units are there in this mantra. How to identify a unit? See, if you observe this mantra, you will find that there is a word which is repeated for 13 times. And that word is Pataye Namaha. This occurs 13 times. Namo Hiranyabahave se Ranye Dishancha Pataye Namaha. And for your convenience, I will utter all the 13 units ending with Pataye Namaha. Disha, number 1, Dishancha Pataye Namaha. 2, Pashudam Pataye Namaha. 3, Pathinam Pataye Namaha. 4, Annanam Pataye Namaha. 5, Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. 6, Jagatam Pataye Namaha. 7, Kshetranam Pataye Namaha. 8, Vananam Pataye Namaha. 9, Vrikshanam Pataye Namaha. 10, Kakshanam Pataye Namaha. 11, Oshadhinam Pataye Namaha. 12, Pattiram Pataye Namaha. 13, Sattvanam Pataye Namaha. Pataye Namaha, Pataye Namaha, Pataye Namaha. These 13 units form into one single mantra. So now let us discuss about the meaning of Pataye Namaha. Namaha means, as you all know, I salute you, I bow to you, my namaskar to you. Pataye, Pati. Pati means, normally we think Pati is a husband of a wife. It is also there. Besides that, in this particular context, the word Pati gives a peculiar meaning, which is interpreted by Veda and Veda Bhashyas. Pati means Parakshane, who pervades, who controls, and who protects. Pervading, controlling, and protecting. One who possesses all these 3 qualities is called Pati. And Rudra is described that he is the Pati of all the 13 items. Now, let us go one by one. Namo Hiranyabahave se Nadye Dishancha Pataye Namaha. Hey Rudra, you are Hiranyabahu, golden-handed deity. Hiranyabahave. In other mantras also, Namo Hiranyavarnaya, Hiranyarupaya, Hiranyapataye, Mbikapataye, Umapataye, Namo Namaha. The entire body of Rudra is made of gold. Golden bodied deity. When the entire body is of gold, why not the hand? Ataha. So, Namo Hiranyabahave. I salute you, O Rudra. You have golden hands. Golden hands means his hands are made of gold. That is one meaning. The other meaning is you have gold in your hand to grant to the devotees. Here the gold is any required boon, is called gold. Any required gold, any required boon is called hiranya. There are so many desires in the minds of the devotees. With your hands, with your golden hands, you always give them to your devotees. Namo Hiranyabhave Senanye. He is the supreme commander of the armed forces of the gods, the positive forces. Now, Devasena Adhipati is Kumaraswamy, and Kumaraswamy was generated by Rudra. Before the generation of Kumaraswamy or Shanmukha, who was the supreme commander of armed forces of gods? It was Rudra. Senanye Namo Hiranyabhave Senanye Dishancha Pataye Namaha. O Rudra, you are the ruler of all the directions. East, south, west, north. All the directions are protected by you, are pervaded by you, or you are the controller of all the directions. Here, a question arises. See, there are dikpalas. On each direction, there is a dikpati, dikpala, ashta dikpala, popularly known. Indra, Yama, Varuna, and Kubera on the main directions of east, south, west, and north. And the sub-directions, Ishana in the Ishana Digbhaga, Agneya in Agneya Digbhaga, Nairuti in Nairuti Digbhaga, and Vayavya in the Vayavya Digbhaga, that is northwest. So in every direction there is a pati, there is a ruler. But here, how can you say that Rudra is the Dishancha Pataye Namaha, Rudra is the Dikpala? Already there are 8 Dikpalas. How can he? Is he the 9th one? Yes, he is the 9th one. Because his command pervades in all the directions. Suppose the eastern direction is this, Indra. His area is confined only to the eastern direction. He cannot rule on the southern direction. Agni is on the Yama is on the southern direction. His area is confined. In similar fashion, all the Dikpalas have their confined, limited area of rule. But Rudra is not like that. He commands all the Ashtadikpalas. As such, he has command on all the directions. He will protect you from all the directions. If you take refuge at the feet of Rudra, he will protect you from any direction. You go to the east, he will protect you. You will go to southeast, he will protect you. You go to the south, he will protect you. Namo Hiranyabhave Senanye Dishancha Pataye Namaha. Then this is the first unit of this Anuvāka. And then the second Anuvāka is Namo Vrikshebhyo Harikeshebhyo Pashunam Pataye Namaha. Namo Vrikshebhyo Harikeshebhyo Pashunam Pataye Namaha. See, we have a body. On the top of the body, there is the head. On the top of the head, there are the hairs. Kesha, hairs. Namo vrukshebhyo harikeshebhyo pashunam pataye namaha. And all the trees are having their hairs in the form of leaves, green leaves. Harikeshebhyaha vrukshebhyaha. He is the ruler of the plantations, vegetation. Maybe it is a creeper, maybe it is a bush, or it is a huge tree that has leaves. Harikeshebhyaha, vrukshebhyaha. Rudra lives on the trees, plants, creepers, bushes, everywhere. Wherever there is vegetation, Rudra pervades there. Rudra lives in there. Namo vrukshebhyo harikeshebhya. Then, Pashunam pataye namaha. Pashunam pataye namaha. What is the meaning of Pashunam pati? We all know Pashu means the cattle. The buffaloes or cows, they are called Pashus, four-legged animals. And Pati means he is the protector. Does it mean that Rudra is a shepherd? He protects the cows and buffaloes? Generally, it looks like that. But the inner meaning is, Pashu has got a significant meaning, a very deep meaning. Pashu is not just the four-legged animal. Brahmadya sthawarantaha devadevasya shurina Pashava parikirtyante samsara vashavartira. Right from the creator Brahma down to the level of a grass, everything that is created and everything that is bonded by the physical worldly bondages is called Pashu. Pashavah parikirtyante. Brahma to grass, anything, everything that is controlled by the worldly desires is called Pashu. And Pashunam pataye namaha. Rudra is the controller of all the Pashus, all the creatures. Pashunam pataye namaha. So, O Rudra, I salute you. You are the Pati of Pashus. Then the third one, Namasaspinjaraya Tushimate Patihinam Pataye Namaha. Namasaspinjaraya Tushimate Pathinam Pataye Namaha. O Rudra, you are Saspinjara. Saspinjara is a color. The color of Rudra is Saspinjara. What is meant by Saspinjara? The grass, which is very fresh, freshly born grass, and its color happens to be green, slightly yellowish, and slightly reddish. The combination of all the three is called Saspinjara Varna, the color of Saspinjara. green mixed with yellow and red. And Rudra is in that color. Namassas Pinjaraya Tvishimate. Twit means the dazzling light. Suppose night times when you drive, you will get the focus of the headlights of the vehicles coming opposite. So that type of rays of light, they are called twit, tvishimate, and nobody can see Rudra because he has such a powerful light. He can see anything. He can see anything, but he cannot be seen by others. Tvishimate. Because of this powerful focus of light. Tvishimate pathinam pataye namaha. Pathinam marganam pataye namaha. He is the controller of, he is the protector of pataya. Pathinam pataya. There are several ways to reach him. Karma marga. Pathi means marga, way. Karma marga, jnana marga, tantra marga, yoga marga. Innumerable ways are there to reach him. All the ways are controlled by him. Pathinam pataye namaha. O Rudra, you are the ruler of the various directions that lead towards you. I salute you. By saluting you, I will be able to reach you by any one of the thousands of ways with your grace. And the next one is Namo Babhlushaya Vivyadhine Nanam Pataye Namaha. Babhlushaya. Babhlushaya, here in some branches of Veda, they are Babhlushaya or Refa or Lakara. Babhlushaya. The Taitriya, for them, to whom the Taitriya is the Swashakha, they utter Babhlushaya. Babhlu means the ox, Vrishabha. One who rides on the Vrishabha. Vrishabha Rudrādhyāya. Rudra. Babhlushaya Namaha. Namo Babhlushaya. Babhlushaya Namaha. I salute, hey Rudra, O deity Rudra. You sit on the back of an ox. Babhlushaya Vivyadhine. And he has got several weapons to shoot at the enemies. Vivyadhine, Vividham Adhayanti. Vividham, Nana Prakarai. Several ways. Seen weapons, unseen weapons, psychological weapons, physical weapons. There is no limited number to the weapons that he can shoot at the enemies. Vivyadhine Annanam Pataye Namaha. Peculiarly, Anna means food, is also one of his weapons. Annanam Pataye Namaha. He is the controller of all the weapons, including food and drink. Ajyate atticha bhutani tasmadannantaduchyata iti. It is called Anna because it eats away the living beings in the form of a disease. Ishumadhyo dhanva vibhyaschavo namaha. Namo rudrādhyāya ye prithivyam yeshamanna ishavaha. There are so many mantras like this. Yesham annam ishavaha. Ishu means the arrow. Anna, food is the arrow. Through the food, Rudra can cause any disease he likes. Through the food or through the drink. Through whatever you consume. Through the air. You consume, you breathe. Which you breathe. That enter into your body. It may be food, it may be drink, or it may be the oxygen. All these are his weapons. Annanam pataye namaha. O Rudra, I salute you. Please accept my namaskar and protect me from all your weapons, including the food, drink and air. Namo Bablushaya, because you have to protect us. You are the Bablusha. Bablusha means Vrishabharudha. Your vehicle is Vrisha, the ox. Dharmo hi Vrisharupa Dhruk. The Puranas say Dharma is in the form of Vrishabha. So he presides over Dharma, which is in the form of an ox. If Dharma is to be performed, we, the beings, should live without any disease for a long time. So you please allow us, for the cause of Dharma, to live in a healthy life, to lead a healthy life. Namo Babhrushaya Vivyadhine. And whoever is against the Dharma, you can shoot your weapons against them. Vivyadhine. You can launch any type of weapon against those who are against Dharma. Namo Babhrushaya Vivyadhine Annanam Pataye Namaha. The next one, the fifth one is Namo Harikeshayopavitine Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. Namo Harikeshaya Upavitine Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. Hey Rudra, you are Harikesha, black haired. So the hair is normally at the beginning black, and then it turns into various colors like white. So Harikesha means black haired. It means that he always remains black haired. He is always young. He doesn't grow old. Harikeshaya Nityayavvana Sampanna. If you chant this Harikeshaya, Harikeshaya Namaha, Harikeshaya Namaha, your youth, your vigor will be restored. Harikeshaya Upavitine. Upavita means Yajna Upavita. This is a symbol of Dharma Charana, performance of Dharma. He is always young and energetic. What for? Not for any mundane desires, but for the sake of Dharma. Upavitine. He is Harikesha, ever young, for the cause of Upavita, Yajna Upavita. He always, if you wear the Yajnopavita, you become eligible to perform Shrauta Smartadi Karma Anusthana Yogyata Siddhartan Yajnopavita Dharanam Karishya. That is what is told in the Upanayana Samskara. If you wear the Yajnopavita, you will become eligible to perform dharma. Otherwise not. He is very young and always wears the Yajnopavita. Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. Pushta means one who is pushti, pushti yukta, healthy, sturdy, muscular. Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. There is no dearth of food or drink. Required nutritious food is available. So, the human beings, they are pushta. They are not weak. They are strong. Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. Pushta means this is the physical pushti. Pushti means strength. Actually, this is also intended to be described, but it is not the goal alone. There is another meaning. Pushta means karma acharana dvara punyena pushtaha. Pushti means suppose you have lakhs of rupees of deposit in your bank, then the confidence you enjoy is something different. Suppose you have 100 accounts in the banks, but every account is just at the minimum maintainable level, then your confidence level goes down. Pushti means punyasya pushti, dharmasya pushti. The confidence which is generated by dharma, which is generated by punya, that is actual pushti. This is physical. By consuming the nutritious food and drink, what you gain is the physical strength, that is also pushti, accepted. But above this, there is another pushti which increases your psychological strength, that comes only by dharma. Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. Pushta means all the creatures. Every creature has got food and drink. So, all the creatures are pushtas. And he is the pati. He is the controller and protector of all the pushtis, all the creatures. Pushti means dharma karma is also called pushti, because it gives you strength. Food gives you strength. Drink gives you strength. Similarly, the performance of dharma also gives you pushti, the strength, to counter the adharma, to counter the sorrows, to counter the difficulties. Where from you get the strength? You get the strength from dharma. Pushtanam Pataye Namaha. Namo Bhavas. The next one, the sixth one. Namo Bhavasya Hetye Jagatam Pataye Namaha. If you worship Rudra, if you salute him daily, if you win over the grace of Rudra, then he will become a weapon to cut down the samsara. Samsara means the world. to cut down the bondages of the world. Bhavasya heti. Heti means the cutting weapon. Here Rudra himself is the cutting weapon. You are bound by several worldly bondages. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. So many are there. Lust, greediness. These are the bondages. These are the bondages. How to cut them? You cannot cut them with the normal scissors. You need a particular special weapon. And that weapon is none other than Rudra. So, you take refuge at his feet, chant Rudrādhyāya every day, win the grace of Rudra, and Rudra will cut all your bondages so that you will become free. Bhavasya heti jagatam pataye namaha. Then what happens? He is Jagatam Pati, he is the controller, he is the supreme ruler of the worlds. By his grace, this Jivatma, this Jivatma also can attain such a state of Jagadishwara. Jagatam Pataye Namaha will become the ruler of the worlds. So for that purpose, you have to cut down all the worldly bondages, and for that purpose, you have to take refuge at the feet of Rudra. Namo bhavasya he jagatam pataye namaha. Then the next one is Namo Rudrāya tatavine kshetranam pataye namaha. Namo Rudrāya, hey Rudra, I salute you. Namaha, namaste. Atatavine, atatavine. Atatavi means who is capable of using any type of weapon. Normally people think that Sri Hari, Vishnu wears the disc chakra and Rudra wears the Trishula, trident. There are certain notions. But Rudra, here this Rudra, proposed in this Rudrādhyāya, is capable of using any type of weapon against any enemy. Atatavine, expert in using the weapons. Already it was told he was the supreme commander of the godly forces. Naturally, you should be thorough with the usage of all the weapons. Atatavine kshetranam pataye namaha. Kshetra means, normally we think Kshetra is Kashi, Rameshwaram and certain other holy places. That is also there. It is also the meaning of Kshetra. Kshetra means the agricultural field or a particular area is called Kshetra. That is the meaning. Actually, Kshetra means the body. The body is called Kshetra. You may remember in Bhagavad Gita it is told, Idam shariram kaunteya kshetra mityabhidhiyate. Bhagavan Krishna, Lord Krishna says, Idam shariram kaunteya kshetra mityabhidhiyate. His body is called Kshetra. The living place of Rudra. Rudra lives in this body. Kshetranam pataye namaha. As you think, you are not the pati of your body. You are not the presiding deity. You are not the protector or controller of your body. Your body Controller is someone else. It is Rudra. Kshetranam pataye namaha. Kshetranam bahuvachane vivakshita. Any type of body, be it the body of a human being, a buffalo, an ox, a tiger, or a serpent, or a fish, or a mountain, or a tree, all these are bodies, kshetras. And he is the kshetrapati. Namo Rudrādhyāya tatavine kshetranam pataye namaha. The next one, the 8th unit is Namassūtāya hancā yavanānam pataye namaha. Namassūtāya, Sūta means the one who drives the chariot, like Krishna. Sūta. Sūta means the driver of the chariot. That is the meaning which is known by all generally. Here, Sūta means Rudra. Namassūtāya ahantyāya vanānam pataye namaha. That is the padacheda. Sūta means the driver who drives the vehicle or the chariot. This body is called a chariot. This body with Navarandhras is called a chariot. This moves. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hruddesherjuna tishtati. Again Bhagavad Gita says, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hruddeshe. Hey Arjuna, Ishvara, where he resides in your heart. Brahmayan sarva bhutani. Brahmayan sarva bhutani. Yantra rudhani mayaya. This is a yantra. This is a motor. He is the driver. What is the steering? Steering is Maya. Mayaya yantrarudhani brahmayati. Brahmayati means is driving. So, Sūtāya is the significant adjective used in case of Rudra. Sūtāya, he is the Sūta. He drives the bodies of all of us. Namassūtāya ahantyāya. Ahantyāya means one who cannot be killed by anybody or any weapon. There is nobody who can kill him. There is no weapon that can kill him. Ahantyāya. Hantyāya means one who can be killed. Ahantyāya means one who cannot be killed. Ahantyāya vanānam pataye namaha. Vana means the forest. He is the ruler of the forests. He maintains, he protects the forest, and thus he maintains the environment. If you deforest, it will enrage Rudra, and he may cause calamities like drought or floods or earthquakes or any type of other difficulties. So do not deforest. Don't cut down the trees. Let the vegetation go up. Vanānam pataye namaha, because he is the ruler of the forests. And the 9th one is Namo rohitāya sthapataye vrikshanam pataye namaha. Namo Rohitaya Sthapataye Vrikshanam Pataye Namaha. Namo Rohitaya. He is in the red color. Rohita, Lohita, red. Rohita means red. His body is reddish. Rudra's body. And where he sits, we think that he sits on the ox Nandi. But actually, he sits on the top of the trees. Sthapataye. Stha means sthavara. Sthavara means the creature which doesn't move here and there, which cannot walk. We can walk. We have legs, we can walk. But the trees and plants, they are sthavara. That's why Shastra says, sthavara jangamatmakam, chara charatmakam. Chara means that the creatures that can move. Achara means that cannot move. Sthapataye, stha means sthavara. Tishtati tistha. It stays where it is. It will not move elsewhere. So the trees and plants, Sthapataye, he sits on the top of the trees to protect them in red color. So perhaps the reddish color may be irritant to the insects or other parasites that harm the trees and plants. See, the agricultural scientists may take a lead from this one. Rohitaya Sthapataye Vrikshanam Pataye Namaha. He is the king of the trees. He lives on the trees. So, do not cut down the trees. While cutting down, you will be making Rudra homeless. If he becomes homeless, then he will take a home in your home. So when Rudra becomes angry, then he can cause any type of difficulty to the mankind. So don't cut down the trees. Namo Rohitaya Sthapataye Vrikshanam Pataye Namaha. Then the 10th unit of this Anuvāka is Namo Mantrine Vanijaya Kakshanam Pataye Namaha. Namo Mantrine. Mantri means the advisor. Mantrine, there are two meanings. Mantrine means the protector of mantras. There are innumerable lakhs of mantras. And he is the Pati. Rudra is the Pati. If he is favorable to you, then any mantra you utter will be fruitful to you. If he is not favorable to you, you may chant this mantra any lakhs of times. It will not yield the result. Mantrine is the controller of all the mantras. That is one meaning. So you salute him. Another meaning is mantra means the advice. To think and advise the person in a proper way is called mantra. So when you are in dilemma, when you are unable to decide, then you take refuge at the feet of Rudra. He will advise you. He will guide you the right path. Physically, it may not look nice, but at the end of it, you will realize that this was the right advice given by Rudra, right intuition. He will induce, he will inspire you in a particular way. when you are in dilemma. So, it is better to chant Rudrādhyāya with a pure heart so that you can get good ideas and your intuition will not deceive you. Mantrine Vanijaya. Vanijya means commerce, business. For the improvement of the business, for the improvement of the commerce, for the improvement of the economy, you worship Rudra, you salute him. Mantrine Vanijaya is the biggest businessman. He is the greatest economist. The entire world is his business empire. Vanijaya Kakshana Pataye Namaha. Kaksha means the place where normal human beings cannot reach. For example, Everest. And some people say that there is a triangle which is called Bermuda Triangle. No one can reach. And there are the fathoms of the seas. Who can see? Who can reach? And if you are the grace of Rudra, the benediction of Rudra, the blessings of Rudra, then you can reach any place. Suppose you want to go to a particular place which is not generally reachable, then empower yourself with the meditation of Rudra, with the chanting of Rudrādhyāya. Then you will get the ideas, you will get the ways and means that will ultimately take you to the destination. Namo mantrine vanijaya kakshana pataye namaha. Kakshana, the unreachable places. Kaksha means the unreachable place. He will take you there. Such powerful Rudra may be worshipped, saluted. Namo bhuvantaye varivaskritaye ushadhinam pataye namaha. Namo bhuvantaye. Bhuvantanoti iti bhuvanta. Not bhuva anta. He will not close down the world. Bhuvantaye means the deity who expands the world. Bhuvantaye. See how many crores of creatures are there on the world. How many things are there? And Shastra says that there are so many worlds like this. That's why the creation is Ananta. Namo bhuvantaye varivaskritaaya. Varivaskrit means the devotee who is the Rudra Bhakta. Varivaskritaya, he lives in them. He lives in his devotees in order to protect. He is the pati of his devotees. That's why if anybody harms the Shiva Bhakta, then the Bhakta may be silent. But the presiding Shiva, Rudra, will not be silent. He will retaliate. Varivaskritaya. You need not engage bouncers. are bodyguards to protect you. There is no better bodyguard than Rudra. You worship him. He begins to stay in your body and protect you. This is the best kind of protection you can ever have. Varivaskritaya. O Rudra, you live in your devotees. I salute you. Osadhinam pataye namaha. The word Osati has got two meanings. One is the medicine. The other is the food. Osadhaya phalapakantaha. All the paddies are called Osadhis. Like wheat, rice, all the paddies, they are called Osadhis in Vedic language. Normally, Osadhi is the medicine. He is the pati of all the Osadhis. All the kinds of foods, all the kinds of medicines. Suppose you eat, the eaten food, Osadhi, should get digested and give energy to your body. It turns into glucose and it protects your body. Likewise, the medicines you take, they also get digested and show appropriate action to restore your health. It is also Oshadhi, and both Oshadhis are controlled by Rudra. So if you want to become hale and healthy, devoid of any disease, then you worship Rudra and chant Rudrādhyāya every day. Osadhinam pataye namaha. Namo bhuvantaye varivaskritaye osadhinam pataye namaha. The 12th one is Nama uchchair ghoshaya krandayate pattinam pataye namaha. Before we start interpretation of this fragment of mantra, please remember earlier Rudra was described as the supreme commander of the armed forces. In the light of that mantra, now let us start the interpretation of this mantra. Nama uchchair ghoshaya. Uchchair ghoshaya. He roars. He makes loud noise. On listening which the enemies flee away to protect their lives. Nama uchchair ghoshaya. Ghosha means the frightening noise or voice generated at the beginning of the war. This is a caution to the enemy. If you flee away, you will live. Otherwise, you will be killed. Uchchair ghoshaya. Ghosha means Simhanada. That is what we generally use. On listening which the boldness of the enemy falls down. He loses his ground. Uchchair ghoshaya. If any powerful enemy ignores this ghosha and comes to fight, then akrandayate. He will make krandana akranda. Akranda means crying for help, crying to protect him, crying not to kill him. Uchir Ghoshaya. If you worship Rudra on your behalf, he will make the Ghosha, the fearful noise by which your enemies are scattered away. If any particular powerful enemy tries to attack you, then what does Rudra do? Akrandayate. He will make him cry for his life. Akrandayate. Pattinam pataye namaha. Pattinam pati. Pati means the protector, as we have already discussed. Patti means the infantry in the army. Patti, the infantry. This is the foremost place of the war field. Patti means one who goes on pada, foot. The soldier who goes on his foot. He doesn't ride on any chariot or horse or elephant or any other vehicle. He goes on his foot and takes on the enemy. That soldier is called Pati. And Rudra is the protector, Pati of all the infantries. Artillery, infantry in present days. Padati Dala. He is the protector of Padati Dala. Pattinam pataye namaha. There is an interpretation that before starting a war, in olden days, the kings used to chant this piece of mantra, this unit of this mantra. Nama uchir ghoshaya krandayate pattinam pataye namaha. And then the last and 13th one is Namah kritsavitaya dhavate sattvaram pataye namaha. Kritsavitaya. Kritsna means sarva vitaya, ever pervading. He is everywhere. He is everywhere. Kritsavitaya. Rudra, you are Krishnavita. You are everywhere. Not just in that Shivalingam. In any object. In every object. You are there. Krishnavitaya. Dhavate. Those who try to approach you. Dhavana means to run. Those who run for you, you go in front of them. If you make one step towards Rudra, he will take 2 steps towards you. Dhavate, that is the nature of Rudra. He runs. He runs for the protection of his devotees. Dhavate means the runner. He is the forerunner. Dhavate sattvanam pataye namaha. Rudra is the runner who runs to save his devotees. Dhavate Sattvanam Pataye Namaha. Sattva means any kind of creature. Any kind of creature is called sattva. He is the pati of all the jivas, all the bodies, all the creatures. So, when this mantra is really digested, read, studied, and digested, then we will not have any enemy, because there is Rudra in me, there is Rudra in you, there is Rudra in him and in her, everywhere. We need not hate anybody, because it is Rudra everywhere. You need not deceive anybody. You need not harm anybody. This is the actual brotherhood. Sattvaram Pataye Namaha. Namakratsa Vitaya, ever pervasive. Vitaya. Sattvanam Dhavate. He runs to protect you. O Rudra, you are ever pervasive. You are the lover of your devotees. You will run for their protection. O Rudra, I salute you. O Rudra, I bow to you. That is the meaning of this mantra. Of course, to some extent. Om Sai Ram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Sri Sai Ram. Pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Lord, Bhagavan Baba Varu. On behalf of all the participants of this divine satsang, and on behalf of Sri Satya Sai Samyukta Shruti Shreni of Sri Satya Sai Seva Organization, India, it's indeed a great blessing for me to offer our wholehearted thanks and our deep sense of gratitude to Professor Dr. Sudarsana Sarma Garu for his excellent lecture and generous sharings of his Vedic learnings pertaining to Sri Rudrādhyāya. With the kind permission of Professor Sarma Garu, I would now like to recall few important points of his lecture. In this lecture, Dr. Sarma Garu has focused on the second Anuvāka of Sri Rudrādhyāya. Here, the entire Anuvāka constitutes a single mantra. The Rishi for this mantra is Manduka. The deity is Sri Rudra. Chandas is Mahagayatri. The result of such a upasana is Shatrunashana, Vashikarana, Aishwarya Labha. Here, Dr. Sarma Garu explained to us that Vashikarana refers to unfavorable people becoming favorable to us when the Rudrādhyāya Upasaka is on dharmic path. He also explained to us that Aishwarya Labha refers to Ishwarasya Bhava. The Upasaka will be blessed with the Aishwarya of Ishwarasya Bhava. The Dhyana Sloka for this mantra summarized as follows. One should meditate upon the divine form of Mother Uma Sahita Parameshwara sitting under Kalpataru with ever-flowing Ganga Bhavani and the cool moon on his head. This is the form of Lord Shiva that one should have in his mind while chanting this mantra. Dr. Sarma Garu explained to us that the 12th Anuvāka essentially consists of 13 units. Each of these 13 units end with Pataye Namaha, while the second Anuvāka goes as follows. Namo Hiranya Bahave Nanye Dishancha Pataye Namo, and so on. The 13 units end as follows. Dishancha Pataye Namaha, Pashunam Pataye Namaha, Tvishimate Pathinam Pataye Namaha, Vivyadhinenanam Pataye Namaha, Pushtanam Pataye Namaha, Jagatam Pataye Namaha, Kshetranam Pataye Namaha, Vananam Pataye Namaha, Vrikshanam Pataye Namaha, Vanijaya Kakshanam Pataye Namaha, Aushadhinam Pataye Namaha, Uchair Ghoshaya Krandayate Pattinam Pataye Namaha, Dhavate Sattvanam Pataye Namaha. Professor Sarma Garu has reiterated on the fact that here the word Pati refers to the trident features of Lord Shiva, that is, the power to control, to pervade, and to protect. After having explained the importance of the word Pati, he went on to elaborate the inner significance of all the 13 units. Very briefly, the first unit explains about the benevolence of the golden-armed Bhola Shankara as the supreme controller of Devagana and all the dishas or directions. The second unit explains the protective nature of Lord Shiva of the entire creation, starting from Brahma to a blade of grass. In the third unit, Sir has explained to us on Sri Rudra being the controller of all the margas, of all the paths like Karma Marga, Jnana Marga, Bhakti Marga, Tantra Marga, Yoga Marga, etc., leading verily to Lord Shiva. The fourth unit talks about the protective nature of Lord Shiva of the people following the Taittiriya Shakha. The fifth unit deals with the Nitya Yavana, Nitya Nuchana nature of Lord ever young and ever energetic Lord Shiva. The sixth unit describes the power of Lord Shiva to cut down the impurities like Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, which binds us to this Bhavasagara. The all-pervasiveness of Lord Shiva is explained in the seventh unit. The eighth unit tells us about Lord Shiva, who is verily the resident and the driver of every kshetra or every body. The Prakriti Swarupa Tattva of Lord Shiva, being a protector of this environment, is the focus of the 9th unit. The 10th unit presents Sri Rudra as the protector of all mantras and all commerce and business. In the 11th unit, the all-pervasive nature of Sri Rudra is once again explained and projects him as the resident in all devotees. The 12th unit projects Lord Shiva as the protector of the infantry, and Lord Shiva with his roaring fearful shouts drives away all the internal and external enemies from the battlefield. The 13th unit elaborates the loving nature of Bhola Shankara, who runs and takes 100 steps towards us for every single step that we take towards him. Thus, Dr. Sarma has explained the inner significance of all the 13 units in an excellent way. Also, while explaining these 13 units to us, Sir has provided special insight into several Vedic words like Hiranyabhave. It not only refers to the golden arms of Lord Shiva, but also the boon-giving nature of Bhola Shankara. Pashuhu, it not only refers to animal, but to the entire creation. Pathinam refers to all margas that lead to Lord Shiva, karma, jnana, bhakti, tantra, yoga, and so on. Anna refers to all that we intake for living, like the solid food and the drinks, air, and sight, which are all responsible for the poshana, can become weapons of Lord Shiva. Pushti, it refers to the physical, mental, spiritual, psychological strengths of a person. Dhavate, that the Lord runs to save his devotees, was wonderfully explained by Professor Dr. Sharma, and many such words he has provided, and for many such words he has provided wonderful inner significance. Sir, we are indeed very thankful to you for giving us such an elaborate explanation in such a simple way with the inner significance of second Anuvāka. We humbly pray to our dear Lord Bhagavan Baba Varu to bless you and your family and to provide you with the energy to serve him forever. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Pati Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashivadana Shrikara Sarva Pranapati Swami Sarva Pranapati Ashrita Kalpalatika Ashrita Kalpalatika Abhatandhava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Daivamu Mariyantayu Nive Swami Mariyantayu Nive Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada सत्यनारायण नारायण 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 सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण 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 सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण 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 सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की